Hey Shark fans, it's Melinda Marsalis. Welcome to Heard It on the Shark. Heard It on the Shark is a weekly interview show that airs every Tuesday at 11 a.m. on the Shark 102.3 FM radio station based in Ripley, Mississippi. Then it's released as a podcast on all the major podcast platforms. You'll hear interviews with the movers and shakers in North Mississippi who are making things happen. I'll talk to entrepreneurs, leaders of business, medicine, education, and the people behind all the amazing things happening in North Mississippi. When people ask you, how did you know about that? You'll say, I heard it on the Shark. Musical credit belongs to Hill Country Blues guitar legend Gary Burnside and the late great Buddy Grisham, playing Long Way Home from their album Acoustic Brothers, which was recorded at Sun Bear Studio in Ripley, Mississippi.
This program was recorded at Sun Bear Studio in Ripley, Mississippi.
Hey Shark fans, it's Melinda with another episode of Heard It on the Shark. And today in Sun Bear Studio, I have with me Miss Hannah Simpson Hopper. She is living in nearby Benton County, and she is doing something that is so unique and fun. I just wanted to bring her on the show to let y'all hear about it. So Hannah, thanks for coming over.
You're welcome.
The name of your fun and interesting idea is Fandom Funny Farm.
That's right.
What exactly do you have on your farm?
It started with chickens, and then we expanded on the poultry to turkeys and guineas and geese and ducks. Then we started getting livestock. We got sheep and goats and cow.
Are you a farmer?
No, I'm not a farmer.
Was there a method to your madness as you added these animals? Did you do it so that you could have a petting zoo that you take around to places?
Not specifically for that purpose. I have ended up doing that kind of. My animals are more of like a show and tell type of situation. We don't really set up into a petting zoo, but I do show and tells. I've done a couple at schools. I've done a couple at the library in Benton County where I tell about the animals, kind of educational, and then I'll walk through and let everybody pet them. But we don't do like a set up petting zoo type thing. And that wasn't my intention. I just saw an animal. Hey, I like that. I think I'll get that. So that's kind of how it started. I just like them, so I get them. I actually graduated from Mississippi State with a degree in wildlife biology. I was a vet tech for 15 years and then had 5 kids, so decided to start staying at home with them.
Your actual love is for animals.
From day one, I have loved animals.
Okay.
Probably is my dad's fault because he brought home everything too.
You have inherited a love of all animals. Yes. You have 5 children and you're a stay-at-home mom. You have brought in animals because you love them. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the fandom part of the name, Fandom Funny Farm.
Okay.
Why do you say that?
So most of the animals that we have are named after some type of character from a book, from a show, from a movie. So fandom goes along with different characters. And
please give me an example. Tell me there's a Harry Potter hedgehog or something.
We had a whole set of Harry Potter chickens. Those were some of the originals in 2020, so we've lost several of those from old age and other things, but we do have a few of them. We have Hedwig left, but yes, we had Harry Potter, we've had Star Wars, we've had Outlander.
Give me 3 of the funniest.
Well, we named one Sinclair just recently. I took a chicken to the library this summer, and he didn't have a name yet. He's a frizzled turkin. You should look that up. It's very interesting.
A frizzled turkin? What sort of animal is that?
He's a chicken.
Oh, a chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a naked neck, so they don't have feathers on their neck. And then he's also frizzled feathers. So the feathers that he does have, they're curled. Very interesting. The kids always get a kick out of him. Anyway, Carrie, my sister, the librarian at Ashland, had read a book. The character in it was Sinclair. And so he didn't have a name when I took him, so we named him Sinclair right there on the spot.
So now, but it's way past chickens.
Yes.
Like, it's way past, it's not chickens, dogs, and cats. What is the strangest animal you have?
Hedgehogs, probably.
How did you come across hedgehogs in the wild?
No, I had a friend that could no longer take care of that's where many of my animals have come from. Could no longer take care of them. Somebody's moving, something like that. But that's how I got the hedgehog. She could no longer take care of it. Didn't have time for it with her kids growing up and being involved in stuff. So, of course, I was the first person on her list to ask if I wanted it. And, of course, I took him. His name is Peter Quill from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Peter Quill for a hedgehog.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
And that was their name, actually. He came with that name.
Okay.
So
you don't get credit for that
I don't get credit credit for that one. But I do have another hedgehog, and his name is Drax, which goes along with Peter Quill from Guardians of the Galaxy. We usually have a theme for each species of animal.
Do you have like regular barnyard animals too, like cows? And I know you have chickens, pigs.
We do. We have 4 pigs, and most of those, actually all 4 of those are rescues.
Rescued pigs?
Of a sort. One of them was dumped at Hell Creek Wildlife Management Area, and I just went and got it. And another one was found on the side of the road.
Where do all these animals live?
Everybody has their own enclosure. I actually have 24 guinea pigs. I have them separated into males and females, so we don't have any babies. I was a rescue, also worked with an animal rescue for several years. So
you're an expert. You know what to do.
I try. Same thing with the chinchillas. I have a cage of males and I have a cage of females. So we don't.
Where did you get chinchillas?
I got a pair from a girl that she was moving and needed to get rid of them. Okay. So, and then the mama had babies. Didn't know she was pregnant. Mama had 2 babies and they were both boys. Then
okay, stop. I don't even know what a chinchilla looks like.
Kind of like a rabbit and a squirrel. Like they're big and puffy, but they have kind of a frizzy tail like a squirrel. You got to know, especially with exotics and reptiles especially, you have to know what you're getting into because some of them like high humidity, some of them like low humidity, some of them need high temperatures. The chinchillas don't sweat and they can't get wet and they can't get too hot. So I have to keep a piece of marble in there. It's called a chinchiller. And if it gets too hot, they lay on it and cool off.
Now, I am so glad that you said that because as are many people that I interview, you're real humble about what you're doing. As if it's nothing. And that happens all the time. I begin to interview somebody and I'm like, oh, this isn't by accident. You're an expert. So you are an animal expert.
I do my research before I get an animal, especially, like I said, especially with the exotics. You can't just throw them into something. And for example, the hedgehogs, they get too cool in the house, they'll start going into hibernation. So you have to keep a ceramic heat bulb on them to keep them warm enough so they don't think it's winter and start going into hibernation. And the chinchillas, they can't get too hot. The reptiles, each one is very specific. The chameleon, they like humidity all the time. I have to spray her cage down every morning, every night, and I have to run a fogger at night, like high humidity. If you have a high humidity on a bearded dragon, they're going to get the respiratory infection because they can't take that. So each reptile is very specific in their needs, and I do my research before I get them.
Nobody is going to come close to what you're doing. But if they wanted to accept into their home a rescue animal, because there's a lot of need out there, and most of it is for dogs and cats that we know what to do.
Yes, that is most of them, but there are exotic rescues too.
Yes, right, because all the time people buy something and then they can't manage or the kid grows up, whatever.
That's how you end up with 24 guinea pigs.
That's right. What would you say to people who are considering accepting an animal as a rescue animal?
Do your research. Know what you're getting into, especially coming from a rescue. They may not have had great care when you got them. I actually just took in a leopard gecko. She did not have the proper setup, so she had trouble shedding. She had her eye caps. They shed their eye caps and everything when they shed, and it was stuck to her eyes. I got a big clump of skin out of her eyes. She can now see. She couldn't see. She was blind. So she just heard she was skinny, emaciated. So you just really need to know your research, do your research, and know what you're getting into when you get
to not make it worse on the poor animal.
Right. Whether you're getting it from a store or fresh or from a rescue, you need to know the proper care.
So if a teacher or preschool director, somebody that's in the school system or a library system is listening to us talk right now, are you willing to come out and do a show and tell for them?
Yes, I enjoy doing it. I don't mind. Mostly so far it's been for family or kids, my own kids or something at their schools. But I've had other people ask me. I enjoy it, actually.
How can people follow your adventures?
We are on Facebook called the Fandom Funny Farm.
Fandom.
That's right.
Fandom Funny Farm.
That's right. And we try to, when we get a new animal, we try to introduce them and keep everybody up to date on everything. My sister Carrie is mostly in charge of that because I don't have a whole lot of time to do Facebook stuff.
Okay, with 5 kids and how many animals do you even know?
I don't know. I'm going to say 100 plus.
I think it's very impressive that you've taken a love that you have and taken it into every aspect of what you're doing. You left a paying job, but you didn't leave your love behind, and I think that's very admirable.
I enjoy it. I really do. I enjoy building the enclosures. I've helped my husband build the enclosures, and again, you got to do your research and know what each animal needs before you put them in something. I enjoy taking care of them. It's just kind of my hobby, I guess.
Yeah, it's your passion. I love
That's
that.
Right.
I love that. It's great. Well, thank you so much for taking time out from your 100 animals and 5 kids to come over here and talk to me. I hope that people follow you on Facebook and support you in your efforts.
I don't mind answering questions. If anybody has a question about care for their animal, their exotic or whatever, I don't mind helping people at all.
Thank you for your time.
No problem. Thank you.
Shark fans, that's it for this edition of Heard It on the Shark. You can tune in every Tuesday at 11 a.m. to find out what's going on from other local community leaders like Hannah. If you have a question, comment, or suggestion for an interview, or if you want access to this interview, you can go over to our website, shark1023.com, and click on that podcast tab. Keep it tuned to the Shark 1023 and have a great rest of the day. This show is made possible by JC Media, LLC in Ripley, Mississippi. JC Media owns the Shark 102.3 Classic Rock FM radio station where the show is hosted. Subscribe to our podcast on your favorite app or stream episodes online at shark1023.com/podcasts. We also have an email in which you can share your feedback. That email is theshark1023@gmail.com.